First of all, to not waste your time, you need to be in a proper body weight percentage. You don't need to be obese, over 20% of body fat, or you not need to be underweight, shredded like 5% body fat or 6%, 7%. This is our like body fat intervals that you shouldn't be in, and you should be around like 10 to 15% body fat to maximize your testosterone production. The second thing is you need to exercise, because when you exercise you are like your body is producing testosterone, especially resistance training. So you should include a sort of resistance training in your program or your schedule. And the third thing is you need to manage your stress. So I talked about in a previous video how to control your emotion and desires, and this is also like you can include it there. So you need to manage your stress by being calm and doing some like calm practice, like breathing, deep breathing. And I like the practice from the book The Superior Man, where he described like in chapter 14 I think, like to breathe properly you need to breathe from your lower abs, inhale, then exhale, then uh, your entire stomach your entire stomach, inhale and exhale, and then to your lower chest in your solar plexus, inhale, exhale, and then your entire stomach and your whole chest, inhale, exhale. Repeat this practice, and you will find that in difficult situation and stressful situation, you become like more calm and more present and more like controlling of your emotion and desires, and the the chaotic thing that are in your environment. The fourth thing that I recommend is to be like more in nature. Some practices that I do is to like walk in nature. It's provide like it's pro it's provide like fresh air and fresh environment. And we know that nature are like are like are like a boost for testosterone production. So you need to be more in nature, because our grandfather and our ancestors, why would they well why they had like higher testosterone? Because they were a lot in nature. They didn't have like these problems, social problems. They lived in tribes in village. They had some real problems like food and water and etc. They don't have really enough problems, and they were in nature. They have great air, great nature, great families, great like fruits, vegetables, great diets also. And and this is an important point to optimize your diet. So your diet should be like more of a healthy, balanced diet, not loaded with sugars and processed food and all this garbage. So what you should do is like, this is a simple protocol if you want to follow it, is that you calculate how much calories you need in a day. So you should like track your calories, what you eat in a day, what's like the number of calories that you need to be like energy and all of that. You track your calories, and you track your calories. You track how much protein you need. For example, if you are like me, 120 pound, so you need to eat 120 gram of protein. So 1 pound equals 1 gram of protein. And when you do that, you you like you go find what are the protein sources that you want to eat and etc, and prepare the meals for that protein and track the calories. So you track the calories that are in these meat sources, and you like you separate it from the total of calories, and the rest you load it with like with what you want, like fruit, vegetables. I highly recommend fruit and vegetables and nuts, and don't like be a lot with carbs and etc. Just try to load it with fruits and vegetables, because they increase longevity, and they are very healthy and contain like a very healthy like acids and nutrients. And the other thing is to improve your sleep, because when you sleep, you're like your hormones become like more balanced, and one of these hormones is of course testosterone. And so you should have like 7 to 8 hours of like good sleep, like because you might like sleep for 10 hours, but these 10 hours you didn't sleep good. You wake up like dizzy and all crap and some shit, like, and you don't feel like productive, and you didn't feel like you sleep when it, you don't feel like you sleep, you had sleep it, and you feel like sleeping. And what you should do, what I found it like interesting, is to whenever I wake up, I go pray, and I go outside do some running. So you need to do early in the morning some sort of hit cardio, and I prefer to be outside of your home, because you are like you are doing two things. You are getting sun exposure to your eyes, and there is some neurons in the eyes that detect sunlight, and like and like activate your circadian clock. I talked about this thing in one of my previous videos. In one of my previous videos. So your circadian clock is the interval of between the time that you are awake and the time when you sleep. The time when you awake. So it's the period of your awakeness, and if you set up of your or if you activate the circadian clock early in the morning, you will become to like wake up early and naturally. So this is why I recommend to go outside and do some sort of hit cardio. Maybe it's skipping, maybe it's jogging, maybe it's like me from for example sprinting or running. and also you're gonna activate your your blood, so the blood will become your flow in your body, and you will feel it, you will feel like you are like more awake, and you're gonna benefit from the sun exposure also. And so time your sleep, you should have like a good focus on that, good 7 to 8 hour a day. And the other thing is to avoid like drugs, alcohol, like these all these things like destroy testosterone. Someone will some people like said that cigars are like improvements, they are all shit. Don't listen to this, don't listen to these people. Never touch alcohol, never touch drugs. Be healthy, they decrease testosterone. There are all this bullshit that you hear like cigars like improve your testosterone or some shit like that. Don't do it. it's it's like no. So I think that I discovered some points that will help you with optimizing your testosterone in your in your monk mode, because like monk mode is like one of the things that really increase testosterone, and you should benefit from that, and you should include the activities that I shared with you in this video in your monk mode, and in your daily life, especially because you want a higher testosterone whenever it's monk mode or not. And just like some of the the one of the YouTuber called Hamza, I think everyone knows him, in self improvement. He talked about it in his like infertility video. I think that he talked about plastics and estrogenics, and plastics also decrease testosterone because they done a study in fishes, and they in some in some pool that include fishes, they put like a molecule of plastic, they put it in this water, and the fishes like they become more like infertile, they have less children, and when the generation succeed, like the generation after generation after generation, in the last generation become infertile because of the molecule that they put, the plastic molecule. I think it's PPE, I think, I don't know, maybe. And also in tap water there is like these women who like take this like drug to not be pregnant, so that they can't have children. This molecule that are in these supplements, or I don't know, drugs, it can disappear with normal filtering. So you heard that tap water is filtered, but this molecule, because it's so small, it can't be like filtered, filtered, fil- filtered. So you need to buy like some this expensive like filters, so that you can like, if it's expensive for you, it's expensive for me, I can't afford it of course, but just try to avoid like plastics that are in your environment. So you know, do what you're gonna do. If you can't buy the expensive stuff, just try to like avoid some plastics that you are, maybe it's your phone like cover, maybe it's like some like jewelry that are in plastic. Just this small thing that you can change are much better than doing anything about it. So just try to improve this thing. And I think that I discovered all the point that I wanted to share with you. And just like be healthy, be in nature, go on monk moon, and do these practices in your daily life, and you will see the results. Certainly.